Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? It is Hump Day, Wednesday, July 17th, 6:20 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:20 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning and welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. This is a show where I go over indices, commodities, crypto movers, and shakers of the day. I get started in 9 minutes. Well, then, lady, why are you on the mic this early? Because I got to get my brain matched up with my mouth and get warmed up. So, I'm going to say hello to my friends, do an audio visual check, and then take a few chart requests. Good morning, Greg, Alejandro, Shake and Bake, Hector. Hey, Marvin. Hey, Alice. Welcome to TCG. Hey, Casey. Good afternoon. Hey, Spaceball, K-Mac. Hey, Mal. FDX. Okay. Did they have news or is this just a minor? Looks like a low pre-market volume, so I don't know that we can trust the pre-market data. Weekly bull flag confirmed. Are we in all-time? There's nothing bearish about new all-time highs. Nothing. Plenty of room for a daily higher low on a pullback. As long as the 4-hour EMAs are holding, bulls are large and in charge. Can y'all hear me okay? Can I get an AV check, please? FDX looks great. Lack. Crack-a-lackin'. Hey, Dollar Tree Farmer, Awesome, Jeffrey, Tess, Amir, Skyper, Luzmar, Hector. Hey, Jill. Hey, Hunter, Noah, George, RS. Anybody, can you hear me, please? I'll say something inappropriate, then I'll get a response. Perfect, Casey and Shake and Bake. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. LAC has had a big move up. We are still looking for a weekly lower high on LAC. Daily's approaching the 50 MA. It's had a great move, wonderful extension yesterday. Squeeze is fired bullish. I wouldn't be in a super big hurry to short it. We do have a potential 4-hour bull flag. However, I would keep that daily 50 MA overhead in my mind and that a weekly lower high is the more likely scenario. Yeah, 4 hours overbought, looking for a weekly lower high. This is typically a great location for bears to scout that weekly lower high. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know how to change that delay. I'm not that advanced. All right. What else after LAC? PLTR. PLTR had a downgrade yesterday. Bulls responded decently with a lower wick of bulls buying the dip. We still have enough room for a daily higher low compared to 2690. We are not gapping down this morning like everything else. That's somewhat bullish. You have a 4-hour tweezer bottom right there, 2742, 2745. Yeah, right there at yesterday's low. As long as yesterday's low is holding, you could try for a daily bottom fish, looking for that next daily higher low. But let's see, RSI is 70. It's such a pretty chart. Earnings are Monday, August 5th. We're approaching overbought on the weekly. But I mean, I think there's a low risk and potential high reward, asymmetric risk to reward in bottom fishing yesterday's low, recognizing that we are extended on the daily and you may get stopped out. Good morning. Yep, SPY is down. Hey, Bill, have a great day to you. Oh, that's wonderful, Marvin. Congratulations. Marvin got good news on his wife who is dealing with cancer. That is wonderful news. We all just give you a big round of applause for you and Lou Lane. That is such a blessing. Okay, I don't see any other. Oh, HL Short. Gold. Gold went to a new all-time high last night, so I don't know what this particular name does. Do they specialize in silver or gold or both? But I don't know if I'd be in a hurry to short this with gold hitting new all-time highs. Daily just got overbought. I'd have this thing on back burner watch for a long. Good morning, Sam. You're welcome, Hector. We have semis that are in focus this morning. Biden Harris, their CHIPS Act, they signed a preliminary agreement yesterday with yada yada, basically restricting Asian semiconductors, and Nvidia and a lot of the Intel companies, not Intel, companies, their foundries are over in Asia that makes the major components of the semiconductor. So even though NVDA is US based, it impacts them. So that's why semis are down so big this morning. I love how we're a family. When my kids were little, I was going through a lot of executive coaching where I'd get coached on books like Good to Great, and we'd have a speaker all day. I went to executive coaching one day a month in Phoenix. And one of the things that he suggested is have your family have a touchstone. And he made some suggestions. And this is the one that my kids and I chose. Every day I play like a champion. We put it on the laundry room door as you walk out to the garage and you touch it. And you hear about a lot of LSU football teams, tons of SEC teams and other football teams that have a touchstone. When they're coming out of the tunnel, they hit the sign. Just reminds them to play your best. So I think that's a good motto for us. If you agree, say aye. All opposed, none. So moved. You're welcome, K-Mac. I think SPY will recover. I don't know if SPY will recover today. Okay, let's go over NEO. Hang Seng was flat overnight, slightly green at 0.06%. NEO is red this morning, plenty of room for an hourly higher low compared to yesterday's low of 462. Tell them, Duke, hit that like button. NEO has a double top at 492, struggling here at the daily 50 MA. It does have a daily squeeze. I like it. I like it long. We're in a daily uptrend. Got to get through 492. Got to get started with the show. Is crisp a cup and handle move? I don't know what time frame you're talking about. No, this cup, we need more symmetry. You need this right side closer to the left side. So no, I wouldn't say that it is, but yesterday it had a wonderful move. You got over the daily 200 MA. You could watch for a back burner today. One more because he's a TCG member. This is all I can do. Then I got to start the show. Intel is green. I don't know if, does Intel not get their components from Asia because it's holding up better? We had a lower wick of bulls buying the dip. 4 hour squeeze, 35.48, 35.47 double top. Intel looks great. Let's see if Intel can get something going, possibly look for a pullback buy. This is gap up, so gap rules apply. All right, let's get the show on the road. Good morning. How are ya? This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to give me a follow on X at Chart Gal Lori, that would be lovely. Let's look at the economic calendar. We just had building permits. They came in higher than expected. Housing starts higher than expected. And we've got more data coming in. The Beige Book and 20-year bond auction, they can move the market, so don't forget about those. Tomorrow, initial jobless claims and Netflix earnings after hours. So those are the big things going on the rest of the week. Also, I want to remind you, we have this free trial that ends today, and we now have 6 spots left. So we only reserve 50 trial spaces so it doesn't overwhelm our room. So we put a governor on it. So we have 6 spaces left. And as soon as that 50 is hit, we're shutting it down, or it'll get shut down at midnight tonight, whichever comes first. So click on that link that is pinned at the top of the chat right here to get your free 14-day trial. Alrighty. Let's do this. Oh, wait, I did not bring down. Did I? Yeah, there it is. The market environment dossier. Just wanted to show you we're definitely leaning more bearish than bullish this morning. Things have definitely shifted. The thing that's standing out as somewhat odd is the dollar right here. When I show y'all things don't add up, in the past I've highlighted it like this turquoise color. Let's call it Tiffany blue. This doesn't add up. Typically, when dollar is so weak, it is a tailwind for the market. The market is not taking it as such. So just something to note there. And then I have some other things I want to point out to you. But let's get started with ES. All right, so ES, this could be a 15-minute bear flag. We haven't necessarily made room for a higher low. The 12 EMA is dominating price on the 15-minute. That becomes our spirit guide. On the daily, we haven't lost support. Oh, that's really important. We haven't lost support. 'Tis just a scratch. I forget what show that is. At this point, it's just a scratch. Now, on the next bounce, we're looking for a 4-hour lower high. And look at what we could be forming here. So if you were around for last October's NVDA faux head and shoulders that I beat the heck out of every day, just warning everyone, look out for that flush, what was it, of $400, and then look for a potential reversal because we have a potential bull flag on the higher time frame. That is the case on a lot of charts. What time frame was I looking at? NVIDIA. NVIDIA 4-hour head and shoulders just broke bear. So just want to remind you that ES is still healthy on the daily. However, bears will be looking for a lower high top fish compared to 57.21. NASDAQ has gotten the daily support break. But look at that. We're looking for a weekly higher low. I mean, yes, it's a daily bear break, but if this bear break doesn't get followed through, zoom out and look for that bull flag on the higher time frame that could come to fruition. Thank you, Marvin. She's doing well. Getting chemo, keeps losing weight, but the cancer numbers are staying down. RTY is a potential 4-hour bull flag. Ripped faces off yesterday, including mine. I tried to top fish it at 220 yesterday, and it did not work. Next time we see a high compression squeeze, who's going to pay attention? Put a 1 in chat if you're going to pay attention next time I'm pounding the table on a high compression squeeze. We're looking for a daily higher low on a pullback, and this is definitely a top watch for back burners. Looking for first 5 or 15-minute oversold during regular trading hours. So RTY, the more conservative trade is looking for that back burner. The more aggressive trade is being a bear and looking to top fish yesterday's high. IWM 223.36 is where we are. Yesterday's high is up here, 224.86. If you get a push up into that level and bulls are unable to take it farther, then you could look for an aggressive top fish. And if you want a conservative trade, you're waiting for a back burner for a long. All right, Dow's down 100 points. I would not say this is catastrophic. All right, plenty of room for a daily higher low on Dow. Dow had a squeeze. It wasn't a high compression squeeze, but it sure did break out like one, didn't it? Plenty of room for a daily high or low. This looks like a 4-hour bull flag. It looks beautiful. There's nothing wrong with this chart. It doesn't mean we're not going to have selling pressure today whatsoever, but I care more about structure than one moment in time. If you give me one 30-minute chart, that is not what I care about for the bigger picture. I care about structure, and I want to make sure that we keep building these layers. Think of these layers as this is the first floor, this is the second floor, this is the third floor. And as long as the structure is maintained, these pullbacks are very normal, very normal. The market's going to go where it wants to go with the least amount of resistance and bring the least amount of people with it. So just remember that. So structure is still fine. NASDAQ has some deterioration with a 4-hour and daily lower low. So some. VIX got a higher high this morning. We got over this 1388. We've got the daily 200 MA overhead. It's getting a little spicy up in here. It's getting hot in here. So we are overbought on the hourly, approaching overbought on the 4-hour. Weekly, I would say we got a higher high, so I don't know that we can actually top fish any of those overbought conditions. Let's see if VIX can keep going. They have plenty of room for 4-hour higher low on pullbacks. Hang Seng was pretty flat overnight. DAX was red again. And we have Bitcoin. I'm watching this trend line on Bitcoin. I think I showed y'all this yesterday. I'm watching this trend line. If we get a bear break, I would like to take a top fish setup. But right now, Bitcoin is fine, absolutely fine. These bulls are loving these Trump headlines. No matter what you say, we're not political at all. We're going to trade the charts. We're here to make money. And the Trump-Vance ticket is overall perceived bullish for Bitcoin. Whether it is or not, it doesn't matter. Perception is reality. 4-hour uptrend, I will not be looking bearish until this trend line is lost and we get at least a 15-minute downtrend. Oh, we just got the 15-minute downtrend. Okay, then I'm going to wait for a push up for an hourly lower high. Top fish setup. Ethereum. I'm feeling like my old soapboxy self. Beware. So Ethereum has a potential daily bull flag right here, wrestling with the, I have old wrestling throwback thoughts, but daily 50 MA. You don't want to see upper wicks on your bull flag candles, but these bulls are fine. No structure broken yet. This sure does give rising wedge vibes, though. Little higher highs without follow through. So be careful there. Dollar broke the quad bottom on the weekly. I mean, with force. We dropped below that 104, lost the weekly 50 MA. Daily is approaching oversold, and gold bulls took full advantage of it. New all-time high. New all-time high on gold, hourly EQ. Potential 4-hour bull flag. Gold metals are in favor as long as dollar is this weak and that inverse relationship stays that way. Oil's getting a bounce, and that's likely one of the reasons it's due to the dollar weakening. That's good for overall commodities. We do have inventory today at 10:30 a.m. Don't forget that. We broke daily support, but we held 80.18. When I was live yesterday, I was reminding everyone this could be a weekly bull flag. And what's indicative of bull flags on higher time frames is if you get bear breaks on lower time frames without follow through. And look at what we held, 80.18, 80.22. Oh, I love TA. Nice bounce here. 4-hour has made room for a higher low. So if you want in on that potential weekly higher low, you could look for a pullback buy. We do have inventory today, so be careful. All right, Apple. This is the one I was thinking of that had this head and shoulders look. So I'm watching this. This is a potential daily bull flag. We have plenty of room for a daily high or low compared to 22577. So we want to be careful looking for this head and shoulders on the right side. If we get a bear break over here with no follow through, that would be a long signal for me. I know some of these concepts seem counterintuitive, but they freaking work. Not all the time, but most of the time. And that's all we need our edges to do is work some of the time. And just a reminder that we have tons of gap downs. So our gap down rules are as long as bears maintain the low of yesterday as resistance, that is a short signal. And that's for every chart that's gapping down. If bears prevent bulls from re-entering yesterday's range, then bears are in control. And let me tell you, I'm like a kid in a candy store this morning with all these names that have earnings coming up and they're flushing down and gapping down and still have weekly supports. It's very tantalizing, but we just have to be patient and make sure that the bulls are playing defense. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Amazon, this is a potential weekly bull flag. Do I think Bezos is going to allow it to be a bull flag with the way he's been selling? Maybe not. He's been selling a ton, but this is still a weekly bull flag. Yeah, this 4-hour chart looks like Gradu. That means trash. And if you're Cajun French, please don't correct me because I know I don't say it exactly right. This looks like a daily bear flag. We broke this support over here. Let's see what they do. We have enough room for a 2-day, which I like Amazon better on the 2-day. Higher low compared to 181.22. Yeah, 4 hours getting oversold on Amazon, and we're looking for a weekly higher low. Amazon's going to be one of my top watches this morning. Nvidia's getting the holy snot beat out of it. Kids, snot's a bad word. Your key support is 118.83. That is the level we need to hold. As long as bulls are holding above that, then bears have made a statement, but I wouldn't say that it's game over for the bulls yet. We have a weekly EQ forming here. And a potential, well, I don't want to call that a monthly bull flag with that upper wick. So NVDA is on watch. Got to be patient when it's news related. RSI means less. Tesla. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Tesla has a 4-hour EQ. One of these things is not like the other one. This is different. This is not gapping down. Tesla is different. It's holding up much better. We got a 12-hour EQ. Higher high, lower low, lower high, higher low, and tighter we go. And that rhymed. So Tesla is holding the equilibrium. And we'll see if we can hold 245.80 and keep this hourly EQ intact, or does it go down and test the 12-hour support? That remains to be seen. Okay, Tesla. Can't bring them all over here, so I'll have to cull them later when I'm live in TCG. IWM, there you go. It's pulling back even more now. On a bounce, I would be looking for a top fish. These are for aggressive bears. And then if for a conservative bull, you're waiting for a back burner trade. MDB, we're looking for a weekly lower high. And daily, we're looking for a lower high. And on the 4-hour, we have this clear trend line. This could be a bear break take. We're not breaking, I'm scratching that. We're not breaking the low of yesterday. It was lower this morning, and I saw the CEO on CNBC. I think it helped it. Meta, there's nothing wrong with this chart. Weekly's looking for a higher low. 4-hour oversold. It's going to go in the bull pile for potential bottom fishes, but they're going to be patient bottom fish. And Trump announced yesterday he's not going to ban TikTok. And was that green for Meta or red? I forget. 1 second. Let me scroll back. Yeah, Meta was red yesterday because TikTok, Trump says he won't ban TikTok. That would have been positive, for a tailwind for Meta gaining new customers if TikTok was banned. That is your least trustworthy advisor in your life, is a Reddit person. If a Redditor is claiming something's going to hit blah, 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 don't trust it. Don't trust it. Because unless they have a crystal ball or they've been gaming the system and buying calls and they've got some type of big news that's going to be market moving, it's just wizardry. All right, so Meta I like for a potential long buy as long as that weekly support stays intact. MSTR, gap rules apply for a short. And that's only if Bitcoin loses that trend line. Do I like this? Are we still gapping down? We're not gapping down anymore. Never mind. Earlier we were gapping down, but this could be an hourly head and shoulders. There still may be a short in there somewhere, but now that's busted. What are y'all doing to me? All right, and Snow, I got enough setups. That's fine. Snow, we're losing this trend line in pre-market. Daily looks like a bear flag, classic bear flag, and we're gapping down. Gap rules apply. This one could be a good one. So you're looking to top fish against yesterday's low as a potential short signal. Okay, I've got 5. I'm going to have to decrease this. Okay. I think IWM puts could work for today. I'd wait for a bounce. All right, I got to go live in a few minutes in TCG. Nope, don't want to do that. SoFi is running into the daily 200 MA. We're still holding the low of yesterday. Here's what the odds favor. Some type of EQ. The question is, will it be a bull flag EQ with its super low retracement, or will it be a regular EQ where we get a 50% retracement? And that remains to be seen. But if you're looking for a buy, I'd be waiting for a dip buy. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to wrap it up and go kick off the live stream for TCG. Thank you for being here. And don't forget about that trial. When it hits 50, it's over. It's over. And it's completely free for 14 days. Free trial. And it is linked here at the top of chat. You can click on that link. Let's get to 50 within the next 10 minutes. There are 4 spots left now. 4 spots. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and use stop losses.